Alright, so the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite was one of the more popular Samsung tablets a couple years back. It does come at a lower price today, but given the specs of the newer Samsung tablets, is it something still worth getting? We do have it here with us, and we're going to take a look at the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite in 2022. Let's get started. Hey, what is going on YouTube? Mike here, and welcome back to Team VRY. And yeah, I just want to talk about the Galaxy Tab S6 Lite in this video and what it's been like using it. Now, I initially got this tablet just to try things out. I haven't really owned a Galaxy Tab since the older Samsung Tab models, but those were the low-end ones. So I decided to get something with a bit more decent spec list. And yeah, it's been getting a lot of great reviews online, even for an older device. And despite the fact that it was released back in 2020, I think it's still a competent device, and we're going to talk about that in today's video. Now, as I mentioned, I just want to share my experiences using this tablet, and if you want to check it out, I will drop some links in the description below, as well as links to some of my other videos here on YouTube. With that said, let's get started. Alright, so first off, I just want to talk about how I've been using this tablet. So we've been using it here at home for a lot of different purposes, mostly with media consumption and a bit of productivity every now and then. So for example, my wife would sometimes borrow the tablet if she needs to work from home or access some work documents, and the included stylus does add a bit of functionality to it. So she's been able to use the stylus when handling her spreadsheets from work, and the large display is really suited for productivity. Now, of course, Samsung does include the DeX mode in this tablet as well. If you are not familiar with DeX mode in Samsung tablets, it transforms the user interface of your device and adds a bit of functionality by converting it to a more desktop style user interface. You have your start menu and you have windows which you can resize, and of course the fact that you can multitask on the tablet is a big deal if you're looking to use it for productivity or doing some work on the go. Now, like I mentioned earlier, it does come with the S Pen, which is of course Samsung's own take on the stylus, and I've used it a lot for doing some sketches, some light art. Now, I'm not an expert artist by any means, but it's fun to sketch every now and then, and I've been using the S Pen on here, and yeah, it's been really fun to use. It's convenient, it's easy to handle. Now, in addition to doing work, I've also been using it for gaming. And yeah, the Exynos chipset on this isn't particularly fast, especially if you compare it to the newer Samsung tablets, which are more impressive when it comes to performance. And there's only 4GB of RAM, which is something to take note of if you're looking to get this tablet for heavy gaming. Now, there's not to say that the tablet won't be able to run games, because I've played a lot of my usual go-to games on this tablet. You can run some graphically intensive games on here. Obviously, some games will not show up on the Play Store if you search for them on this tablet. That's just Google's way of telling you that it won't be able to run those games. But the games that I was able to load on this tablet ran pretty much effortlessly. And yeah, it's a decent performer overall. Alright, so before we go any further, if you like this type of content and you're not subscribed, now is a great time to do so. I do upload weekly, so there's a lot of fresh content coming your way. Now, speaking of the display, it's obviously not a premium high-end panel on the Tab S6 Lite. There's no AMOLED here, there's no 90Hz or 120Hz refresh rate, but for most people who are looking to get the tablet for more casual usage, this will be perfectly fine. And yeah, even though it doesn't come with an AMOLED panel, images look sharp for the most part. Color and contrast is pretty alright. The 10.4-inch display will be great for most usage scenarios. Now, of course, you do get a familiar design, which we're getting with most tablets now, like the new iPads and the new Samsung Galaxy tablets, with the slim bezel around the display and the slim aluminum body. And I think that it looks great as far as external design goes. It looks modern, it doesn't look outdated, and the metal unibody in particular is really sturdy, and it will stand up nicely to daily use. Of course, if you're after a bit more protection, you can get some cases for this tablet. Samsung actually sells a magnetic book cover for the Tab S6 Lite, but it's pretty expensive at around £60 here where I live. Now, I did get this cheaper alternative from Amazon, and it serves the same functionality as the more expensive Samsung cover, but if you want a bit more protection, then you can of course go for something like the Spigen rugged armor for this tablet, which I've been using, and Spigen were kind enough to send this over. If you're after a TPU case for your Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite, then the rugged armor case from Spigen is something to look into. It also comes with a built-in slot for your stylus on the side, and yeah, it doesn't add a lot of weight and thickness to your tablet, so handling it shouldn't feel too different than using your tablet without a case. Alright, so now that we've gone over display and design, let's move on to software. And when I got the tablet, it had Android 11 on it, but while filming this video, I did get a software update to Android 12, and of course, the new Samsung One UI 4.1. Now, One UI is of course Samsung's take on the whole Android user interface, and if you're looking for a more stock Android experience, then you might want to take this into consideration, as Samsung has heavily customized the user interface to suit their own software and ecosystem, and the Android 12 update does come with a lot of new features and software functionality. But yeah, if you're used to Samsung's One UI, maybe you have owned some of their other Galaxy devices, then you should feel right at home here on the tablet. But again, it's not for everyone. If you're looking for a tablet which is lighter on the bloatware and user interface, then One UI might not be the best choice for you. Now, as for battery performance, the tablet is impressive. I've been able to get several days of use on a single charge. Of course, if I do a bit more gaming, then I can drain out the battery faster. But in general, the tablet will last you maybe half a week with moderate use, and if you use it even less, you can probably get a week's worth of battery with this tablet. Now, the tablet does have some other hardware features like the microSD slot, and considering that this is the base model with 64 gigs of storage, it is a great feature to have. Now, it also comes with a headphone jack. You don't see much of that these days. And yeah, I've been using my wired headphones with it a lot, which just goes to show that the headphone jack is a feature that some people will still use. Now, it also has dual speakers on the sides of the tablet, which, like I mentioned earlier, makes it really ideal for media consumption. Now, the tablet does come with a camera on the front and back. And yeah, this is a tablet first and foremost, so you're not getting the best image quality on here. I'd rather stick to my smartphones for taking photographs, since they have better cameras and of course are easier to handle when using outdoors. But for video meetings and calls, these will get the job done. Alright, so now that we've gone over the features and the usage that I've had with this tablet, is the Tab S6 Lite worth the price if you're going to get one today? Now, it does hover around the $299 price range, or £299 if you're in the UK, and I think that for this price, it is very ideal. You do get a sturdy build design, a large display, Android software updates, a bit of multitasking, and decent battery and performance. And for that, I do think it's worth getting even in 2022. Now, obviously, if you want something with a bit more performance and power, then you should definitely go for one of the Tab S7 models or the latest Tab S8 models. Overall, I've been happy with this purchase. It's really suited my needs as far as Android tablets go. And yeah, if you guys have your opinions on this tablet, let me know in the comment section. We do have more stuff here on the channel, so check out our other videos. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.